Warning. The following video contains strong language that some viewers may find offensive or disturbing.
What positive effects has the quarantine had for you? My company, who had a firm no working from home policy, has finally seen how well everyone is doing while working from home, and have talked about loosening restrictions post-virus. My boss just said when he opens the office he's going to make it voluntary to work there versus work from home, because everyone did such a great job working from home. Now everyone gets to pick full-time from the office, full-time from home, or split. So happy smiley face. I'm finally not exhausted. I've slept better than I have in years. I'm broke AF, but at least I'm sleeping. Lol. I didn't believe sleep impacted my health and well-being before this, because I can function on little sleep. I thought I was one of those lucky people that don't need sleep. I've learned I needed the sleep I wasn't getting. Feel like a different person. This is literally every person. I can't tell you how many people I've heard say I don't need much sleep, or I do just fine on 4 hours a day, or something similar. At some point, they all actually go through a period of time where they get a sufficient amount of sleep and realize, yes, they do need more, and yes, they do feel better, literally every time, and somehow each person thinks they're somehow special and they're able to actually do it, while a bunch of other people who claim it are actually mistaken. Nope. You need sleep. You just choose to never get enough and don't even know how much better you would feel with consistently more of it. It's a foreign feeling because you've chosen not to do it. Obviously, a bit of a generality on that last one. There are times when you can't choose to sleep more. I'm talking things like having a newborn, Hell Week in Bud's training, etc. I was burnt out at work and with being social all the time. So spending quality time with myself has been great. On top of that, not having time to myself resulted in me not cooking my own meals, and I've gained a bit of weight in the last year. I've been cooking my own healthy meals and going out for long bike rides. No idea if I have lost weight. I get obsessive over the scale. I have been living in sweats and leggings the last few years and decided it was time to put effort in how I look. I've started learning about how fashion works and donated some of my clothes. My room was depression messy and I cleaned it right after my work shut down and have kept it clean since. I feel awful even saying it, but I work in software, so my job and productivity didn't change one iota. It took me about an hour one way to get into the office. And I'd usually buy a lunch instead of make one, though Lord knows I tried. I even subbed to our meal prep Sunday without ever actually prepping anything. That counts, doesn't it? Being home. I do cook a lot more though. My son is also not in daycare, which was costing me like $170 a week. No more gas plus no more going out to eat plus no more daycare plus no more random I'm tired and don't feel like cooking let's just go out equals thousands of dollars appearing into the savings account, seemingly overnight. I've been going on daily walks in wooded areas, noticing things in nature I'd never paid attention to before. Due to my job, and the hours I work, I spend most of my time alone. There are days when the only people I see are the person who worked before me, and the one who works after me. But now my roommates work from home and I actually have people to talk to and be around. I feel like has been good for my mental health. I am one of those people who started to do their balcony. 3 years in a row my balcony was dirty and without any plants. Now I cleaned up and put up some plants and it starts to look really nice. Careful, I started with 2 plants and now it's well over 100. Gardening is an amazing but addictive hobby, but it's the best feeling watching them grow a little bigger each day. Been saving a ton of money. I can't believe how much less I'm spending on lunches and coffee breaks and takeout. Our grocery bill is up maybe $40 a month, but our food budget is easily at least $100 lower a week. Edit, okay. After about a dozen responses asking I feel like I need to clarify. Our grocery bill is $40 higher a month to account for the fact that both of us are working from home. My wife and I aren't surviving on just $40 a month here. I haven't worked since March 16th. And now I'm a couple weeks away from finishing my first novel. That's amazing. I've been doing the same, working on a book that I've been writing for a few years but had put away. I've started rewriting whole chapters. I've also started doing watercolors. Good luck with your novel. Loving not having the commute. I can wake up 5 minutes before work starts and I'm fine. And at 5 o'clock I'm instantly home. And you get chores done around the house during the workday, which makes my weekends truly mine. I mowed the lawn at lunch Thursday. Loving this home stuff. No tollway fees. No fast food lunches. I've saved some money. I've had time to work on my hobbies. I've spent quality time with my husband. And I have actually gotten closer with a couple of friends and colleagues as we all support each other through this. Trying hard to look at the positives. Because the negative of my anxiety spiraling out of control is unbearable some days. Oh man, so many positives. I bartend in a restaurant, so I've been laid off and collecting unemployment, and it's more money than I make in a week. I paid off my credit card debt. My carpal tunnel has healed. I have been drinking significantly less. Quit smoking. I've been cooking more. Saving money by not going out. I have a regular sleep schedule. I've been reading more. I've lost weight. I don't wear makeup anymore and my skin cleared up. I got a puppy and I've had all the time I need to train him. And so much more. This run-on sentence could go on for hours. I think the best thing is realizing how important it is to make the most of time away from work and to establish a routine that doesn't revolve around a job. I'm a restaurant server and having a normal schedule is so nice. Makes me want to give it up and not go back to serving after this is all over. Also, happy Cake Day. I'm still not convinced it's positive. But I've probably gained about 10 pounds and have not made myself throw up since March 19th. The longest stretch I've gone in about 10 years. My body feels so different and it feels like I have curves in pants that fell off my hips just a few months ago. Terrified yet kinda proud of my new butt. Edit, OMG, thank you all so much. I've been so secretive and ashamed of my eating disorder for so long. Y'all's support has me legit in tears. 2 hearts. 4 exams in a little more than 1 month. I've only the thesis left and managed to get to one of my dream universities. I've had time to learn more about myself. I am in recovery from alcohol abuse, so after years of numbing myself, I've been relearning how different emotions feel and how I react to those emotions in a safe environment. I also have been doing the same. Working with a psychologist to deal finally with my traumas and all the abuse I endured when I was a kid. I honestly feel lighter. I stopped smoking. I stopped drinking every day. Now I drink once a week. Will have to quit after I run out of alcohol. Started exercising, as being out of breath keeps the nicotine pangs away. My wife has breast cancer. Was pretty aggressive. Was diagnosed back in August and finished chemo towards the beginning of the year. She has since undergone a few big surgeries, mastectomy, plastics, lipo, hysterectomy, and recovery since the quarantine started. I'm a school teacher, and had I been in school, I would have had to take a big pay cut due to only having 4 sick days a year. Gone on long-term FMLA. Or quit. With the shutdown, I've been able to be there for her. Tell her how beautiful she is every day. Cook, clean. Make sure kids are fed, active, engaged in activities, keep myself sane et al. The quarantine could not have come at a better time, and for all the hurt and death it is causing. Our highly immunosuppressed family has been able to hold everything together through this. Thank you for your question. I've really enjoyed reading all of these. I learned how to play dominoes, make mashed potatoes, and cook ribs. All of which I thought would be hard but were actually ridiculously easy. I've stopped wearing makeup and have become super confident in my natural appearance. I'm 30 years old and can only recall going barefaced a handful of times in the last 15 years. My skin looks seriously amazing. And frankly, the full gamut of war paint made me look older than I realized. I think after quarantine, I'll still wear makeup on certain special occasions, but it won't be on the daily nor as a compulsive. I can't leave the house without my face 'cause I look like a troll. Necessity. I don't feel compelled to do any social activities or cut my hair. Two things that I normally feel like I have to do. But with isolation dictating those things, I finally feel free. While bound at home, suffering from bipolar 2, the boredom pushed me to clean my room, do the laundry every week and fold it. It may not sound much, but for a person who hated doing chores, it really changed me. Also, my girlfriend and I have a deeper bond and understanding of each other. It's amazing what boredom can do. The housing, mostly flipper and Airbnb, market has slowed down enough that I might finally be able to buy a house. Even with the slow, it's still a tight fucking squeeze. I've been waiting 6 years. We bought a house after almost 8 months of trying last month. The investors and snowbirds would buy houses sight unseen. The day they listed, I'd get an alert about a house and tell our realtor to make an appointment that day for after I got off work. And I'd be on my way home when he'd call to say the seller accepted an offer. He thinks the only reason we got a house is because it slowed down thanks to the virus. Making my 16-year-old self proud. I have always been a heavy gamer. When I was 16, had time but no money. Then started working and having money to buy a decent PC. But no time. Quarantine allowed me to play all the games I hadn't in the last year's smiley face. Also went back to learning German. Been mostly good for me so far. I ended up quarantining with my boyfriend at his apartment after possibly being exposed, so I wouldn't put my high-risk parents in danger. We decided to move in together for real. Have both been working from home and saving up money, and are looking at the possibility of buying a house. I'm not sure we would have been able to take these steps in our relationship without quarantine. Also, the new hours I've been working have given me the time to see a doctor about a long-standing condition that I'm finally receiving treatment for and going to be going through surgery soon to hopefully fix it. Again, I don't think I would have taken this step if quarantine hadn't made it possible. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and hit the notification button. See you next time.